Hey, what's the deal? Miss your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag. You know what I mean? As of this recording, it's 9:39 a.m., November 18th, 2025. You know what I'm saying? This is the first video of the day. The reason why I'm doing this video like a little bit more earlier than usual is because I have to be on a call for my job. Remember, I'm working indoors. You know, tomorrow I don't have to work indoors. Like, you know, I'm going right back to the office and I'm happy. If I'm happy and I know it, clap my hands. Why can't I'm just tapping my shoulders because I got, you know, my phone on one hand and shit. You know what I mean? So I do the, you know, the Barry Horowitz, you know, shout out to Barry Horowitz. I fuck with Barry Horowitz heavy. You know what I mean? So last night during the John Cena, during the John Cena Last Time Is Now tournament, right? We had a surprise. But not really a surprise, but you know, we had a surprise entrant in, I was gonna say in the Royal Rumble, a surprise entrant in the tournament, right? And I'm surprised there's no brackets. You know what I mean? And I'm, you know, my thoughts are over Femi winning the whole thing is basically out the window. He's not even in it. You know what I mean? So like, fuck. So I do believe it's gonna be Gunther and John Cena, but oh well. And Javon Evans looked great, you know, yesterday. He did. There are some people who are like, oh, man, you know, he should, you know, they should go into the main roster. I don't think he should do that right off the back. I think you let him, you know, you build him up for NXT and then you call him up, right? But the surprise that was brought up was Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth, right? And so, you know, Nick Nemeth is he's still great. You know what I mean? He's still fucking good. You know what I mean? He's still, you know, he's still, like, if you put him in a WWE ring now, I mean, he got a crazy pop last night. You know what I mean? Nick Nemeth is hands down one of the most underrated talents in professional wrestling history, in my personal opinion, because the man is just fucking great in the ring. The shit that he can do in the ring, like, not only he can go, but, you know, but I think, you know, to me, you know, Dolph Ziggler was basically one of WWE's biggest missed opportunities, hands down, because, you know, that man had WWE championship aspirations written all over him, right? For some reason, Vince didn't see him that way, which is crazy when you think about it. You know what I mean? But there's this notion, right? After he got eliminated and after Zack Ryder, Matt Cardona got eliminated, right? There's all of a sudden this notion that WWE basically buried TNA, you know, because they buried both, you know, they had Zack Ryder lose, you know, Matt Cardona, and they had Nick Nemeth lose, right, in the tournament. And are you people fucking stupid? First and foremost, both of them are one-offs, right? And I you know, I want to see Matt Cardona. I want to see WWE sign, you know, Zack Ryder, and they can, you know, use the Matt Cardona gimmick, you know, and take him more seriously, right? Like, what the fuck are we doing, right? But I see this notion that, oh, you know, so much for the partnership between TNA and WWE, when the AEW relationship was worse. It was much worse than what you saw yesterday and Friday. Much worse. And you want to pretend it didn't happen? Okay. All right. You know, something else I didn't even bring up. You know what I mean? I'll bring a little bit of this up. So, you know, so TNA, of course, if you know, they you know, AMC is the front runners for to land TNA programming and such, right? And again, that would be big because, you know, what would that tell me about, you know, AEW trying to get Ring of Honor a TV deal? Now, I mean, what would that say? You know, what would that legitimate? Oh, speaking of Tony Khan, he's going to be on Ariel Helwani. He's going to be on Ariel Helwani. Now, I mean, in studio live. So you know Ariel Helwani is going to be asking the tough questions. Motherfucker. You know what I mean? He's going to be, I want to see what Tony Khan says. He's going to bring up CM Punk. He's going to bring up CM Punk. You know what I mean? He's going to bring up a lot of shit. And Tony Khan is going to embarrass himself like he always do. Right? But again, the fact that, TNA is in the position that they're in now with this new TV deal that's happening and such, and with with the momentum, you motherfuckers have the nerve to talk shit when AEW did much, 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 much worse. Like, come on, B. Like, are you retarded, man? Are you fucking mentally inept? How the fuck do you forget that, TNA got buried badly by AEW? Look how Kenny Omega treated your fucking TNA championship. You know what I mean? Look, and mind you, here's the other thing too. Look how they use your stars. Look how they use your fucking stars. Hi, Josh Alexander, how you doing? Hi, Speedball Mike Bailey, how you doing? Hi, Kevin Knight. Come on, man. The list goes on and on. Hi, Ace Austin. Don't fucking play with me. Do not play with me. Do not play games with me because, they did worse, B. You know what I mean? AEW did worse than, they did worse than the average bear. They did worse than whatever you think WWE is doing right now. You know what I mean? And mind you, this is the main roster, right? It's the main fucking roster. It's not the, and mind you, that's another thing too. It was only a one-off, right, for both of these guys. WWE doesn't owe shit to, to TNA and everything else. They don't owe a motherfucking thing. You know what I mean? They both came back as their gimmicks, as their past WWE gimmicks. And again, do I think Dolph Ziggler should deserve a lot more better than he got? Yeah, of course. Of course. Because the thing was that with Dolph Ziggler, he only reached a certain ceiling that they allowed him to reach. You know what I mean? And, he can still go. He can still fucking go. Nick Nemeth can still go. He's a wanted man. And he had the wanted man jacket on him yesterday. You know what I mean? He even, if you notice, he even mentioned TNA. He mentioned TNA. So, but yeah, this notion that, so much for the partnership and such, where AEW buried the shit out of your fucking promotion. Worse, nigga. Worse, blood. Worse. You know what I'm saying? On some real right shit, dog. So don't sit there and bullshit and be like, oh man, fuck this relationship. When AEW did you way worse. And if the relationship was still intact, the way how they treat New Japan Pro Wrestling, they would treat you motherfuckers too. You know what I mean? Oh, that's another thing too. AEW wouldn't help TNA get a TV deal like WWE is. You know what I mean? They wouldn't do that. They would not fucking do that. You know what I mean? At least WWE is helping you motherfuckers. So you need to pump your fucking brakes, slow your roll, because the fact that you motherfuckers are complaining about the relationship when clearly AEW did you worse, And oh yeah, I'm expecting, AEW, TNA to go up against AEW on Wednesday nights, and it is the best time to do it. It's the best time to do it at 8 p.m. What if that happens? Then I wonder what WWE is going to do with Evolve. Do they move Evolve? Possibly. I can see. Okay, what I see happening is if they get the TNA deal, right, or AMC, then more than likely WWE is going to move Evolve to Thursdays. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of dollars and cents. Anyway, guys, I'm about to be out. You know what I mean? I hope there's some news. You know what I mean? There should be some news today. You know what I mean? So I'm going to holler at y'all. And plus, in 12 minutes, I got to go right to a call for work. I work. You know what I mean? I got to go. I got to do some work stuff. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going to holler at y'all today. Peace.